Well, hello again. I seen this was put out just the other day, guys. We have a criminal granny daycare going on in Prince William County, Virginia. This lady is 69-year-old Rebecca Dickens, and she lives, or she lived, I'm assuming she still lives there, in the Misty Ridge Apartments in that town. Now, according to the neighbors and stuff that the news and the media have spoke with, this daycare, which they have not even found out if it was even a licensed daycare or not, but this lady has been running this daycare out of her apartment for years now. But the neighbors assume that, it's hard for parents to find good daycares, affordable daycares, and like the one neighbor says, like if you see somebody stealing food, you really didn't see them because, people are having a hard time right now. And I'm assuming this lady is trying to make up for what money she doesn't get through her Social Security check, retirement check, whatever it is. And she's trying to supplement her income as well by taking care of children. But the question is there a time when a person can, okay, like driving, when they say, at a certain age, an elder person should not be driving? Well, is there an age where they should stop taking care of children? Is it perhaps when I don't know if she forgot she was taking care of the children or what, but this lady left the children, 7 children, in her home that she was responsible for. Between the ages of 5 months and 5 years old, guys, 7 of them, in her apartment so she could go to the store to buy toilet paper. And evidently, while she was gone, one of the children, a 3-year-old, gets out of the apartment and is found wandering down the road. Now, this is an unresponsive 3-year-old who is autistic. Someone finds him, and when the local law enforcement goes to her apartment, they find an additional 6 children in her apartment by themselves. Right? Like I said, remember, 5 months to 5 years of age, and she left them alone to go buy toilet paper. Her excuse was it was an honest mistake. An honest mistake? Did you forget you had 7 children in your care, your custody that you're supposed to be taking care of? How is that an honest mistake? You walk out and just leave them to go buy toilet paper of all things. That's not an honest mistake. Either the lady is just too old and she's getting dementia or Alzheimer's or something, or she's just doesn't care. She's not responsible enough to be taking care of children. Now, from what I understand, she has been released from after she was arrested. She was released on her own recognizances. She has a court date in November. Now, the judge at least did have common sense enough to order this lady. She is not to have any contact with any child under the age of 18. Thank the Lord. And I'm not saying this lady is a bad person. I'm not. Like I said, there's possibly an age limit to when you can be responsible for children, especially multiple children, especially at such a young age. The question is, she's saying it was an honest mistake. If it was a mistake, then what did you do? Forget that you had them? Forget that you were responsible for them? If it wasn't that you forgot or you're suffering from some early stages of something, then obviously you just didn't care and you walked out that door knowing you were leaving these children alone. That's not a mistake. You screwed up. You did not care. Lord, forgive me if I'm wrong about this, and I'm hoping that I don't hope anybody's suffering from any illness. But let's just hope that it was an honest mistake. She is suffering from something and she literally forgot that she had the children, because the only alternative is that she walked out the door leaving those children by themselves. She says that she was only gone for 10 minutes, guys. Long enough to go get the toilet paper and right back. But in my opinion, 5 minutes is too long to go off and leave those children alone. You do not leave your children, you do not leave other people's children alone, period. Too many things could happen. Sorry about ranting and raving, but She was charged, when she was arrested, she was charged with child neglect and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. I don't know where that comes in at, because I always thought contributing to the delinquency of a minor is you were giving them cigarettes or illegal substances or alcohol or, whatever. What could she have contributed to 5 months old to 5-year-olds? That's odd. But I'm going to be doing more research on this. Again, like I said, this was Prince William County, Virginia. Her name is Rebecca Dickens. And evidently, like I said, this has been going on for years, guys. The neighbors, the neighbors knew that she was taking care of children, even though in her apartment complex, you're not supposed to have any kind of a personal business like running a daycare, anything like that. You're not supposed to sell things out of your apartments. So that's actually still up in the
They're
air
your
too,
own
whether or not
kids.
she
You
may
don't
lose
leave your
her
kids
apartment
if they're that
simply
young.
because of an honest mistake. So she says. But if there's any other updates on this, guys, I'm going to go back and check on it. This is just, I'm not saying it. One of our treasures in life are the elder, because they can tell us stories about our past, help us not repeat the same failures that we did in the past. They're a treasure trove of life and stories. And so I do not mean to demean or diminish anything that they have to offer us. They should not be put out in a field and, forgotten about. But there is a time when they should not be doing things, as in like taking care of children, possibly driving, depending on their driving skills. I'm sure there's other things that after you get a certain age start to diminish, your mind starts to diminish, and maybe you shouldn't be doing. I will say a prayer for this lady. I would hope you would too, because I would hope that it really was an honest mistake where she is suffering from something. Not that I want her to suffer from anything, but at least it being a medical problem is a whole lot better than having another monster out here that doesn't care about children. I think we probably need to go back and check and see if there were any other incidences on this lady in the past, anything that happened to a child while she had them. And not to mention, I want to bring this up too. She has criminal charges, or not criminal charges, but she has a criminal past in other states. One of the things that they named was larceny. She was charged with larceny in other states. As I find out more, guys, I will let you know. Y'all need to check into this for yourself, see what you find, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day, guys.
But it's kind of like, the saying, if you see someone stealing food, no you didn't, kind of a thing. It's hard to live.